Hello everyone. I hope you have a great day of study, of work, of whatever you are supposed to do, right? Well, today we will keep studying the topics we have already seen in the last video, which is the verb should, okay? Should is a relatively simple verb, right? It's a modal verb. It has no complex structures involving it, but it has many examples and combinations with other verbs as well. And in English, everything is like this, right? One verb is never studied alone. You have to study it with other verb tenses to understand it better. So let's get going. Let's get going, shall we? Okay, there is a number of verbs which can be used with the verb should. Okay, for example, you have I propose, you should check it out. Right? I propose you should check it out. So you make a recommendation, right? A proposal. What do you propose? I propose you should come here later. Okay, let's see other examples. He suggested I should go to the gym, right? He advised me to go to the gym in order to have physical exercises, to lose weight and stuff like that. So he suggested me that I should go to the gym. Another example, I insisted she should deal with the problem. Okay, insist, should. So it's possible to use should with such expressions. Notice that the expression can be used in the past. For example, he suggested, or the suggestion was made in the past. He insisted, okay? I demand he should be here on time. I demand. Okay? So, these verbs propose, suggest, insist, and demand, they can be used with the verb should, okay? Is it necessary to use such structures? No. You can make questions or make sentences using should, but in speech we know that we make combinations, we use compound sentences that have more than one verb, okay? It's very common, and you should understand that, okay? Other expression which is very used, it's necessary. Everyone should be in the office at 10. So it's necessary, everyone should be in the office at 10. It's necessary, it's essential, right? It has the same meaning. Vital, essential, essential. What else? Important, right? So you this structure, it's necessary, it's vital, it's essential, it's important, blah blah blah, should, right? So should is used in such structures as well. Okay. Is it necessary to use the verb should? Or the verb can also be left out if you want. You can say, for example, it's necessary everyone be here or be in the office at 10. I demand he be here at time. So it's also possible to leave the expression should out of the sentence. You can say, I propose you check it out. It's not necessary to use should. It sounds to me very unnatural, as a matter of fact, to use should in such situations, but I'm just showing you that it's possible, right? He suggested I go to the gym. Okay, it delivers the same idea and doesn't compromise the sentence. For example, I insisted she deal with the problem. I saw the verb. I remembered the verb dial instead of deal, right? Deal. I insisted she dealt with the problem. For example, I demanded he be here on time. So it's possible, it's interchangeable. You can omit the verb should out of these sentences. She demanded I went there. For example, pay attention to this sentence here, right? This verb tense, what is this verb tense? She demanded what? That I went there. And it's the same as we can use the past tense here, right? She demanded that I went there, or she demanded I go there. It's possible also to be used. You can use the present tense. Of course, it depends on the context, okay? She demanded. As I'm using here, demanded, it's more likely that I use the verb in the simple past. But for example, she demands I go there. She demands I go there, okay? We can use such expressions. So when you say, when you use such verbs or such expressions, you can use either the verb should, or you can use the expressions in the simple past, right? But remember, should doesn't have a simple past sentence, right? If you want to turn into the past, you have to check the other sentence to understand the verb tense of the first sentence. He suggested I should go, right, to the gym. This verb tense, the simple past, is possible here because it's a regular verb. And with the verb should, it's not possible to change the verb tense to the simple past. Okay? Let's see another expression using should. He suggests I should buy a new TV. He suggests I should buy a new TV, okay? This is the affirmative sentence. Let's make a question out of this sentence. What does he suggest me to do? Or what does he suggest I should do? You know, you can make questions like this. And then you say, why I use in questions, you know that when making questions with modal verbs, you change the order. If you say, for example, he should, you change the order like here. For example, must, can, may, might, and so forth. When you use a regular verb, you use the auxiliary verb, which applies accordingly to the pronoun here. When we have he, she, or it, we use does. Okay, why am I saying this? Because the question is here. When you have other sentences together, we have two sentences linked. What does he suggest I should do? When I have I should do here, it's not a question here. So it's not possible to change the order to say, for example, should I do? No. Should I do is not possible. When you make questions using the should in the question, for example, what should I do? You are supposed to do something and you ask a friend, I don't know, what should I do? So I make questions using the verb should. So as should is a verb which is supposed to make questions alone without auxiliary verb, I just change the order. I put the verb should first, then the pronoun, and then the main verb, okay? And here, the question is already made here. The I should do part of the sentence is the second sentence, right? And it's not required. This sentence is in the question form, right? So just the first. This applies to everything you do in English, right? Just to give you other examples. What do you think he is doing? You see, when you make questions in English, you use, in that case, I used the auxiliary verb because the verb think requires an auxiliary verb. This second part of the sentence is, the second part of the question is an independent part that is linked to the first sentence. What do you think what he's doing? I think he's doing something, right? And here, you don't say, is he doing? No, the question part is in the beginning, okay? It's just the idea I wanted to express, to summarize the examples. So, to sum it up, you can use the verb should in the linked to a question, right? He suggests I should buy a new TV. So what does he suggest? Suggests is the main verb here of the first sentence. So I use an auxiliary verb to make a question. And then I have the rest of the sentence. And this question has two options possible. What does he suggest me to do? Or what does he suggest I should do, for example. Okay? All right, that's it. Next video, we'll continue studying the verb should.